Aaron Singerman here with RxMuscle.com, standing here with Amanda Latona. Amanda, thank you for coming. Appreciate having you here on the wrap-up with me.
I'd love to be on the wrap-up. I was very privileged to be able to be a co-MC with Bob Ciccarello, so that was so much fun. So I'm here to just wrap it up. Let's keep this party going.
Amanda, you were very good. You and Bob did a great job tonight. I have to compliment you.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun, and it was a great show. A lot of very amazing talent out there in both in the pro and NPC, so it was a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah, we had both the IFBB Pro Show, which included as we'll break down in a moment, we had the bikini, IFBB Pro Bikini. We had the women's physique division, and we also had the men's physique division.
That's right.
Now, I want to just say that, first of all, I was very surprised and happily surprised that Robin and Luke Tesevich had basically the place was full tonight.
Yeah, it was sold out, and the crowd was really great. So it was a great venue. We had a lot of different booths here, and it was just the whole weekend was actually really cool, from the seminar on Thursday to Friday and Saturday, and it ran really smoothly tonight. So I had fun.
Well, I'm born and raised in New Orleans, so I can tell you probably part of that excitement was the fact that behind Ariel right now is an open bar, and that definitely helps. New Orleans, Louisiana, we always have a bar at the show, and I appreciate that, and I'm sure the fans appreciate it.
I think we all appreciate that, actually.
All right, so let's break this down. We'll start with the men's physique division. Let's start at the first place, and that was Colin Humphrey. Colin Humphrey, this is a guy who has been second place. He's been, I guess, a perennial second place guy. Been behind Mark Flex Anthony, who has been winning 3 shows in a row.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously, he's been a very dominant force. So here he comes in, usually second place. He wins tonight, interestingly enough, with the help of Mark Flex Anthony coaching him. That's interesting, right?
That's very interesting. Well, I like that, because that means that, Mark isn't afraid to, coach someone else. I like that. So to see them go up there and him be his competition and him helping his competition, I think that's a great thing.
I call him the Matthew McConaughey lookalike, because he's got that physique. Right?
He does, and I thought he looked really good tonight. Yeah. So I like his posing. It's not over the top. Sometimes it's like too much in men's physique. So I thought he nailed it tonight, and maybe that it was the help, now that we know that, of Mark Anthony. So that's good to know. Notoriously,
Mark Anthony is a great poser, so maybe that little edge, his physique was great. Maybe that put him over the top. Second place, I saw it last week at Junior Nationals, winning his pro card in the overall of the men's physique, Sadiq Hadzovic.
That's right, I heard that.
And Sadiq was great. I mean, the one critique I have from him is that of these 5 guys, we only had 5 guys in men's physique, which was a little kind of sad, but of these 5 guys, he looked a little big to me. Maybe that's what put Colin over the top.
That's exactly what I thought. I thought that he normally, if you just saw him, you would think he looked amazing. But I think in this lineup, especially with this 5 guys, he did look a little bigger, and I think that's what probably switched him into second.
I did like his look. I think this was actually a little bit better and a little bit tighter than at Junior Nationals.
A little too big.
Yeah, a little too big.
Yeah.
It's funny because we've seen at Junior Nationals there's like 100 guys.
Yeah.
Of those guys, the top call out, he looked okay, but here compared to the pro guys, maybe they want a smaller look, and I guess that was shown tonight.
Yeah, I think you have to go, I think every show it's, different panel judges. It's different. You're judged also on the curve of like who's at your show.
Sure.
So if they like his look, then, and the other guys are similar to, 1 and 3 look similar, and then 2's gonna, stand out as the big guy. I think that's going to probably hurt him, but he can dial that in and get some critiques and, for his next show, see where he stands.
Absolutely. Yeah. Matt Acton was third place. Matt has brought his package up considerably. When he got his pro card, I was kind of like, were you laughing at my package comment?
Bringing up the package there.
So he brought up his look. Okay, his look. I make it a little risque for us. So the look was brought up. I was impressed with how much better he had gotten. He was leaner. He had a little more muscle, and this was first and second. Although there was very few guys, it was tough competition. Colin and Sadiq are good, very good. So to get third, I think that he actually, even though that's not a big movement, fifth to third, but he looked great and he did move up.
Yes, I thought that was a very good placement for him. I thought, like you said, even though there weren't a lot of guys, I think they all look great.
Right,
and I think that's actually true with the other divisions as well. They weren't as big as divisions we've seen in the pro. In bikini, I think when we had 10 girls, 11 girls, but all great girls. So wow, that was a hard one to judge.
Deep talent. Let's talk about bikini. Your division, of course, I like also. Let's talk about all the guys like, of course. Let's go from the back. Let's start with the top this time. Brittany Tacey, okay? This is a Kimoto girl, a girl that we've seen a few times now. I think this is her 3rd show. She has a very athletic physique, a little skinnier than some of the girls that I usually like. Amanda Latona, right? Bigger in the muscle, bigger in the glute department, right? Brittany was a little smaller, but she takes this show beating some pretty tough competition. Justine Monroe, very close second.
Yeah, I actually, the first time I saw Brittany, or for me to see her and compete with her, was at the Titans, where I believe she got fourth when I won first there. So I know she started training with Kim since then, and just seeing her actually before we were on stage, I said, dude, what did you do? Your physique is like amazing. She's like, I started working with Kim. So I think that helped in the different, she's fuller, even though she has a leaner physique. From what I've seen her as, she's fuller, she's, curvier, she's athletic, but her muscles are a little fuller, which I like that look. I think what took her between first and second, I personally was going in as a Justine favorite because I'm a Justine fan. Personally, in the IFBB bikini division, she's one of my favorite physiques. Yeah. I totally thought she was going to win it. Brittany Tacey had a confidence about her that was just from when she stepped on stage to where it was like, thank you, ladies, peace out. Right. Because even when she was off in call-outs and comparison, she was always as very confident and smiling. And I think that carried over to, to be that the winning edge. I think Justine looked amazing tonight, actually. And I think that's the difference of just in hair and makeup. Her hair and makeup was like better today than it was. And maybe that could have been the thing that helped her.
Well, I personally like Brittany's look a lot. I think that the only critique I have is, like I said, she was small in the glutes. She's not, although she's very athletic, she's an athlete for many years. Yeah. When you compare her to Justine has her lower body, her glutes, her hamstrings, her quads. She's extremely, I don't want to say, because she's not like, some girls have that big bubbly, butt with some fat, some water and everything. She has all muscle, but she looks great.
Oh, her glutes are just, it's all muscle. It's crazy. Her tie-in, it's ridiculous. Like I said, she's
like almost like Erin Stern when she does the Olympia. She's got that, obviously a different look than Erin Stern. But
totally different. And being bikini, once again, I think it's subjective on when you see, like we said, there weren't that many girls, but they were good girls. Good. I was like, man, this could go anyway. We have third place was Stacey Alexander, and that was actually a tie. And then they had to, do a different, there was, the scoring, how that goes with the tie. So close there to think about it that close. We have, a tie and two placements, and then you have, Dana Melton, who's come in, and she just took fourth, I believe, at the Toronto Pro. She looks amazing. And then, I thought Jennifer Chapman looks amazing. Norma Nasria got fifth. She looks amazing.
You like all of them.
I was like, everyone looks great.
So the good point. Stacey Alexander has more of the butt that you would say. She's got a little cushion for the pushing, right?
Yeah,
Justine is all muscle. And then Brittany is a little small, but she's got both. She's got a little bit of combination of both.
She's got the softness over.
Yeah. So I personally would have had Justine in first. I would have Brittany in second, and I like Stacey Alexander in third. Although Dana Melton, like you said, and she's in fourth place, I'm going to give her an honorable mention because if her posing was a little better and presentation was a little better, I could have seen her in third. She looks great.
And I talked to her, and she knew that. She knew coming in she wasn't herself. She wasn't as comfortable. She said she wasn't anywhere near she was at Toronto. So that was her presentation where she said she just wasn't in it presentation-wise. And when it's not just about physique and bikini, it is presentation. It's total package. So if you're off in your mind, then it's going to present on stage. That's going to knock you down a couple placements. So at least she knows where she has to work.
There you go. Women's physique division. One of my favorite. This is like I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times now. Obviously, there's been a bunch of shows this year. This is one of my favorite divisions now. I love
this division.
Yeah, it's great. I can actually see this division getting more popular as time goes on. This show tonight was interesting because the New York Pro was recently where Juliana Malacarne won. We see a totally different look here. Once again, obviously that was Jim Mannion and Steve Weinberger judging. Now we have Lee Thompson judging, and we see a different look. Tammy Marie, who is very well known for her suits. Mm-hmm. For a fitness competitor. She's a fitness competitor, also a figure competitor, tries her hand here at Women's Physique and wins, does very well. Tall, 5'9". She, won here. What do you think?
Does the routine count?
No.
Okay, well, I was going to say maybe that
She had a great routine.
She had a great routine. She did a backflip. Yeah. Gosh, that I do not know. To be honest, this is my first time seeing women's physique. And I was just like, this is an amazing division. I love the routines. So I don't know what was at the other shows, but I just was so super impressed by how feminine they were, how graceful the routines are, and how they just carry that muscle so attractively. I was just like, I love this division. So,
well, second place, Karen Kimura. And Karen is somebody who's also came from Figure, not fitness, but Figure. Did it for many years, got her pro card in women's physique, came here today. She did a California show, I think second in her California show. Okay. Here, she wins women's physique division. Looked great. Mm-hmm. The difference is that people say that you can only judge on what's on stage, and that's what they did. Karen Kimura was not as muscular as some other ones, and neither was Tammy Marie, but obviously that's what they like tonight, right? Mm-hmm. Third place was Jennifer Robinson. Jennifer Robinson has been consistently getting better, and honestly, I thought she would have placed higher tonight. Mm-hmm. Great routine, great physique. She had the right level of muscle. Maybe could have been a little bit harder, but I really liked her. How do you think?
I exactly what you said. I feel exactly the same way. And also, it's true. I think it's the same thing with what you see in figure shows. You have to deal with what's on stage, and sometimes there are girls that are really lean and they're really small, but then there's they're fuller and they're softer. So I think that's what they want that day, and then I think what's presented in front of them, and it's all going to be.
You can't judge what's not on stage. Right?
Yeah, you can't. You can't say, "Oh, well, so and so looked great at that show." You've got to go, "What's in front of you?" Where the judges are taking that number one spot, and then put the other second and third to go around that first spot. I believe.
Well, you heard it here first with Amanda Latona.
You heard it here, guys. This is a fun night.
The MC, Bikini Pro, Amanda Latona, Aaron Singerman, RxMuscle.com.